Hello and welcome to highlights of the headline event of the very first Monument Cycling Cambridge Criterium. It is the women's elite race, and 52 of the biggest names in UK women's cycling took to the start line for 50 minutes of the 2.6-kilometre circuit, which features 4 sharp 90-degree left-hand turns on wide and rolling roads that pass some of the world's most historic university buildings. Any studying today, though, would be done strictly on 2 wheels, and with a powerful lineup including ex-national circuit champions Joe Tindley and Megan Barker of Pro Noctis and Tekka CC respectively, alongside Das Hutchinson brother UK's Sophie Lewis. Winner, of course, of 2 rounds of the National Circuit Series, it was bound to be an electric race. GRT Hines spearheads Loughborough Lightning's team with 3 National Series top 10s. Also, reigning National Team Pursuit champion Maddie Leach was the sole rider here today for Life Plus Wahoo. Now, although we had a few moves early on, it wasn't actually until after the halfway mark where 3 riders, Dolcini O'Shea's Matilda McKibben, St Piran Women's Racing Team's Sophie Holmes and Das Hutchinson brother UK's Sian Botley managed to get away from the bunch. And they'll be joined shortly after by a solo attack from Sam Fawcett in the green and the orange of Spectra Racing to make a 4-woman group out front of the chasing peloton behind. This was easily the most substantial move of the day then, and coming into the bell lap with 1 to go, the 4 riders out front working well together had carved out a lead of 15 seconds on the chasing peloton. Now, with lap times hovering around the 3-minute and 45-second mark, there's still arguably everything to play for, the chase behind being led by Life Plus Wahoo's Maddie Leach, and also several of the riders in the blue and the pink of Jaden Vive Lavello Glasden. Also up there near the front, Hess Cycling's Alice McWilliam, back from a summer of racing in Belgium. The question now then, do any of the riders at the back have enough left in the tank to bring back these 4 women out the front? As time ticked down in this last lap, opportunities seemed to be running out just as quickly as the finish line was now approaching for anyone behind, as that gap looked increasingly difficult to close. No time to enjoy the famous sights of Magdalen, St John's and Jesus Colleges, though, for the 4 out front, as it looked surely now that the podium was to be decided by either Sian Botley in the blue and the green of Das Hutchinson brother UK, Matilda McKibben in the orange and the white of Dolcini O'Shea, Sam Fawcett in the green and the orange of Spectra Racing, or Sophie Holmes in the black of St Piran Women's Racing Team. Round the 90-degree left from Bridge Street as spectators surround the big wooden doors of Waywell's Court, as Sian Botley now out the saddle ramps up the pace on the front. Botley 10th in the final round of the National Circuit Series in Beverley on the 26th of July, her highest result in the National Series. She has Samantha Fawcett on her wheel now. Sam Fawcett has had a very strong season, 7th at the Fort Vale Colne Grand Prix on the 23rd of July, 8th in Beverley the week earlier and 11th in Sheffield the week before that, so she's only been going faster as the season progresses. Matilda McKibben for Dolcini O'Shea, 7th earlier in the year at the National Individual Time Trial Championships, 5th at the Herne one day in Belgium. Now that was an 8.2-kilometre circuit. Her best British crit result this year would be 27th at the Colne GP. And Sophie Holmes for St Piran Women's Racing Team, you see on the left of the screen there, 10th place at both the Colne GP and the Dudley GP, with 11th at Beverley, all 3 of those part of the National Series. So 4 incredibly strong riders in this leading group, with only 1 gentle turn to go into the final straight. Sian Botley, having led out nearly the entire last lap, now out the saddle, tries to bring it home on the front. But Sophie Holmes in the black of St Piran comes around her outside, and Matilda McKibben in turn in the pink for Dolcini O'Shea comes around the outside of Holmes. Samantha Fawcett coming around the right side of McKibben, as it would be between Samantha Fawcett and Matilda McKibben as Fawcett takes it on the line. Sam Fawcett then takes a brilliant victory for Spectra Racing here in Cambridge, just pipping Matilda McKibben for Dolcini O'Shea into 2nd place. Sophie Holmes for St Piran Women's Racing Team would hold on for 3rd to round out the podium. And Sian Botley for Das Hutchinson brother UK, after leading out the last lap, would have to settle for 4th place from that breakaway. And it was her teammate Sophie Lewis who would lead out the bunch sprint to take 5th. We hope you've enjoyed this event. We hope you've enjoyed these highlights. Please do like and subscribe to Monument Cycling for all the latest in the British cycling scene. Thanks again, and we look very much forward to seeing you next time.